Welcome to Candidly Chanel, and today we're going to talk about self-acceptance. And when I refer to self-acceptance, I am talking about body image and your self-esteem. And women do not necessarily just suffer from this by themselves, men do too. When I talk about body image, a lot of people are not happy with what they look like. And people think, well, because I'm big, I'm not pretty, because I'm too skinny, I'm not pretty. Well, God made us all in our own divine way. And I have found that a lot of people that I know who are more on the healthier side, and when I mean healthy, more big boned, are not happy. And to me, I think those people are some of the most gorgeous people. And we struggle sometimes with our physical appearance. And ultimately, we are the ones that have to do something about that. Like, I'm a petite person. I'm a skinny type girl, petite. But also, I have issues with myself. People think, well, oh, you're skinny, you shouldn't be working out. Well, one, I work out because I am African American, and we are prone to a lot of health conditions, and that are hereditary, that I don't want to have. But also, there are things about me that I don't like. For example, look at my arms. They're skinny, right? But look at this flab. I have all this little fat right here that I've been trying to work out. But instead of complaining about it, like, oh, my arms are skinny, and they're fat and flabby, I've been starting to go to the gym to do upper body strength training, to help get this fat done. And it used to be me where I used to complain about how my stomach was big. Well, if you eat like I eat, I love to have me some gummy lifesavers. I like to drink me a Pepsi and a Sprite each day. I have to have bread with every meal that I eat. And so I can't really complain about having a stomach when I am putting that stuff in my body to contribute to my rolls on my belly. And and I say, when you're not happy with your body image, you have to have that motivation and that mind power to want to change that. And some people are just big because it is a hereditary thing. It comes down from your genes, and you're big boned, but you can still walk and watch what you eat. And when I'm in the gym sometime, and I'm like on the elliptical machine, and again, I'm skinny, but that still don't mean I have the power to work out. And I'm sitting here like breathing like, and I see the man or the lady on the next thing to me, and they're healthier than me, and they're just working that thing out, and they're sweating. And I'm like, oh my God, like, if they can do it, I can do it. And it motivates me. And I mean, and there's been times where I haven't been proud of my body image because, and really particularly one time it hurt me. My body image was when I was told by a person that I love that he didn't want to be with me anymore. And I was looking at and when I heard that, I looked at my outside appearance like, what is it that changed about me? Which, granted, I had put on some weight. Had I got fat, and my boobies not big enough, is my butt not plump enough, I was trying to pick every little thing out about myself, what was wrong. And and it took me to a low place. But when I tell you about your body image, you have to accept your body how it is. And if you want to make changes to your body, you have to sit down and put a plan in place to want to change what it is about your body that you don't like. Like, I joke around with my friends all the time and be like, well, I'm just not going to work out. I'm going to go have me some liposuction and get all that fat taken out, which in reality, I'm scared to have surgery because I don't have a high pain tolerance. So I've really been trying to work out and watch what I eat. Have I been the best at watching what I eat? Probably not. But I know what I need to do for my body to change it to what I want to look like, those end results, and not complain about it. So if you're out there and you're struggling with weight loss, take it day by day. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you can't, you got to make a plan. Start out walking slow. Walk 10 minutes a day till you build up. And people say, how can you give advice about body image when you look like this? I may look like that, but I don't feel what people think I look like, if you understand what I'm saying. People might think, oh, you're so gorgeous, you're skinny, why do you need to work out? But that's when it comes to my self-esteem, that inner person where I don't feel that way. Like, I like to work out because I do want to look a certain way and I do want to be healthy. And, I was talking to my friend, about self-esteem and how sometimes there's been times where I haven't felt pretty. And I feel like when you look good, you feel good. And I truly believe that, because when I go to the gym and I work out, I feel like I've done work. It makes me feel better. And when I talk about self-esteem, skinny people can have low self-esteem about themselves just as well as people who are not so skinny. I don't know why people put this big emphasis about caring if you're big or if you're skinny. At the end of the day, you have to love yourself the way you are. I've had friends who are skinny who wants to be bigger, and I've had friends who are bigger that want to be skinny. Learn to accept your body and yourself the way you are. Like, some people are more curvy, and some are just flat backs. Sorry, that's kind of funny. But you have to just love the body that you in. And when I tell people that I've had low self-esteem before, they say, why? It's more of an inner thing with with myself, where I've had low self-esteem, where things have been said to me. It's been like, gosh, like, I've had low. I have been a confident person. I've always been a confident person, but there have been times where my confidence has been at an all-time low, and it's hard to deal with. Where I just didn't feel like getting dressed. I didn't care what I looked like. I didn't care what I feel like. And I know that's not me, but you have to have that willpower and that drive to get up, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am who I am. I love myself. If I want to see a change, I have to be that change that I want to see. And as bad as I hate going to the gym, let me tell you, I hate going to the gym and working out and sweating. There's nothing about going to the gym that I like. But I get the strength, I get up and go, and when I'm done, I feel better. I feel it's a challenge, just like it's a challenge for people who may have health issues or bigger. It's a challenge for people who are smaller as well to look a certain way. And I always tell people, beauty is not always about what you look like on the outside. It is what you are in the inside, because you can be drop dead gorgeous and be ugly, because your heart is not pure, it's nasty, and your attitude can be nasty. And I've seen people, I have a friend she's heavier and very insecure about her body, and I tell her all the time, you are gorgeous. Like, the way you dress, you fix yourself up nice, you are gorgeous, and you should accept that. You shouldn't care about looking like what Molly looks like over there or what Donna looks like on TV. Love yourself for who you are. And and it's funny, because I've been told by men that I meet, like, you're too skinny, and I'm like, what? Like, who tells somebody they're too skinny? I mean, everybody has dealt with the issue of self-acceptance. And I tell people all the time, when you talk about, like, your body image and your self-esteem, there is something pretty about everybody. Whether it's your eyes, your hairs, maybe even your toes, your smile, you got nice teeth, your heart. There's something pretty about everybody. And you have to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am gorgeous, or I am pretty, or I am handsome. And it all starts within yourself, in your mind. You can't let people negatively tell you, oh, well, you shouldn't eat that because you're fat. Well, if you are on a little healthier side, certain things you probably shouldn't eat, but you shouldn't let people bring you down and be so negative. And I have been that person where people said things to me, and I have really, been like, wow. But as I said before, you have to be the change that you want to see. There's no need to complain about it. And people kill me when they say, well, I don't have time to work out. Well, you make time to eat, don't you? You make time to talk on the phone. You make time to text your phone. You can make time to work out a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes a day. Walking around, doing things around your house. I mean, YouTube is awesome for finding, like, quick workouts that you can do to help with issues. And it takes time to see progress. That's another problem I had with, like, working out, is that I wasn't seeing the progress that I want to fast enough. But it takes it really does take time. And I encourage people, don't get down about what your body looks like, or self-esteem issues. Everybody's been there and dealt with it. If they've been open about it or not is another thing, but everybody's dealt with it. And I'll tell you, self-acceptance is the ability to love yourself unconditionally, no matter the flaws or traits that exist. And when you have self-acceptance of yourself and can love yourself, nobody can ever tear that down. And it's hard to get to that place. It really is. But I encourage anybody who's dealing with self-acceptance, and when I refer to that, meaning like your body image or your self-esteem, look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to talk to yourself. I mean, look dead in that mirror and talk to yourself and say, I can do this, I will do this, and I will be this. And help motivate yourself and get people around you who support the cause of what you're trying to do, who will lift you up and embrace you through that journey, because you can do it, and the harder you work at it, the better you appreciate it. Like, I've been trying to motivate myself to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week and go walking so that I can, when I look good, I want to feel good. So listen, if you had issues dealing with like your body image or self-esteem, I would love to hear your stories and to see what it is that you did to embrace that change in your life. And remember, you are pretty. You have to tell yourself, I am pretty. Never let nobody tell you that you're not pretty, because there is something pretty about every individual. So again, post your comments under the discussion, or you're more than welcome to email me at autumnchanel87@gmail.com. Now it's time for our question of the day. Our question of the day is, I have a friend and we used to be really close. I feel as if she has changed as a person in a way that is very unsettling to me. I want to talk to her about it, but I do not want to cause confrontation. What should I do? That is a very good question, because I have found that when you're going through this journey of friendship with people, sometimes people change, and that journey that you take sometimes split, and you have to go separate ways. I'm not sure what it is that your friend has changed or what to make you feel unsettling, but if this is somebody you really care about and they're your friend, I highly recommend that you sit down and talk to her and let her know what it is that she is. Well, it didn't say if she was a she. Well, she or he is doing that is making you very unsettling. And if they're your real friends, they will be open to listen to how you feel, and you can talk about and talk about it and work it out. Because I've been in situations where I feel like me and my certain people who I thought were my friends, well, our friends, whatever the case may be, have been closed, but then I start to see this change to them where they think they're on this high pedestal and can't be knocked back down. And I've been in that place where it's been uncomfortable and unsettling, and I can understand where you're coming from, where you don't want to be no confrontation. But like I said, friends should agree and disagree, be able to shake it off and move on regardless of what you talk about. So I highly just recommend you sitting down and talking to her about what it is or how you're feeling. And before you do it, just maybe write it down and think about it in your head and process it, so when you come and talk to her, you're coming in a genuine and caring way when you talk to her, instead of being hostile about what it is. So I hope that helps. If there's been a time where you've been with a friend and there's been a situation that's made you unsettling, or you feel like the friendship has changed, I would love to hear your story and how you worked it out, or if it didn't work out, you can post it at the discussion board, or you can always email me. Thank you for your question, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.